Okay, well, hello everybody. Nice to see you all. And I have a few announcements for you. The first thing is always about the recording. The second thing is this is our last jam for the month of July. We will not have a jam next week or the week after. Our next jam is August the 1st. And so, what I'm going to do on our website is I'm going to take away the link for the jam until we're ready to come back so that people don't inadvertently try to sign on. But I will leave the link to the Dropbox active because that was a problem the last time. People wanted the Dropbox and I had taken that off too, but I will not do that. Okay. The other thing I have on this list is that on August 1st, our theme is Let's Party. Any party song, any song that makes you happy, anything that you've heard when you've been partying is game for that. So it's going to be a happy celebration of us being back together. Anyway, the next thing I have on my list is that Cindy Farley, who is my right hand, I don't know if she's on my right hand or my left hand on the camera, but she has been a helper and she reminded me that when she started 5 years ago, I had asked for somebody who wanted to help us with managing the spotlighting and all of that. She volunteered because somebody was on vacation. Well, the vacationer never came back, and Cindy has been in this spot since then. Well, she's asked me to see if there's anybody else that's interesting in occasionally spot hitting for her so that she can go to some events on Saturdays. And so I'm putting that out there to you. If you have any interest at all in helping us out, let me know and we will it's not real hard to do, but it needs a person to do it. It's not a one This is not a one man job. I couldn't do that and this and keep things flowing. So if you have an interest in helping us, just let us know, okay? Um okay, that's one thing. Then the next thing I think is Jamie Mayhem. I don't know if you've been with us long enough to know that she started doing some tech minutes for us, recording tech minutes. And she told me that she's interested in doing that for us again. And she wanted to know what you would like to learn that's tech related. I know a couple of people have talked about how do you use two cameras, and that's one thing I can ask her to do. And I thought about Zoom too, because some people don't know their way around Zoom. They don't know about the chat. They don't know, how to change that. So that might be an option. But whatever you think you might like to learn. Today she's got a video and she's using a drum machine. And it looks complicated to me, but I would like to know more about her drum machine. So I'm just offering that out to you. What would you like to learn? And then the very last thing on here I have is if you are traveling, I'm putting my hand up on that. If you're traveling, we're going to Dulcimer U. If you're wherever you're going, please be safe and come back to us. That's just my reminder to you. And with that, I'm going to start with our no frills. I'm going to share my screen. My buttons are checked. And what you should see now is the music for Wildwood Flower and the video recording. Cindy, let me know if you can't hear it. Not yet.
It's time for No Frills Plus. And this, as a matter of fact, is the last song in the No Frills Plus book. We went all the way from A to W in this book, and here we are today with Wildwood Flower. We're going to start out playing it the 1.0 style, all quarter notes. Okay, I'm going to count to 2, and then we're in. 1, 2. this in a Gene Ritchie workshop at Kentucky Music Week, and it is as this is written, simply ending that way. I always said that I wrote it like that in this book because I needed to have it all fit on one page. Let's do the No Frills Plus version, just those top 2 lines. It adds a 101 with a 210, and that's all that's added there. Here we go, 1, 2. Sliding around, it really adds to the fun and it adds to the sound. Now in this B part, or the second part of the song, I'm using this official shape that I use called the claw, and I'm at a 079. I'm walking my thumb down to the 7/8, and I'm sliding down to a 5/7, keeping the same shape. Now my ring finger goes to the 4, and I slide up 6/7 or 6/5. So let me play that for in context here. Okay, just like that. And 2 finger chords. Get a lot of sound out of it with not too much movement. All right, let's play that together. We start at the pickup 4/7 at the end of line 2. 1, 2. A measure at the end of each line. Those are the things that I do. That's one thing. And another thing is this. Those 2 little things. So the one going down goes melody, middle on 1, middle open, 2, 1, 1, go. Okay, that's going down, not coming up. Oh, 1, 2, oh, 1, oh. Sounds like the Temptations.
I see sunshine.
Okay, so now Jean's going to play it straight up as it is and No Frills Plus, and I'm going to add the frilly stuff at the end. So this is not No Frills.
Frills.
Oh, it's frills. Double negative cancels out. It's frills. Okay. All right, 1, 2. We're in at the top.
Okay.
1, 2. Fun.
Yeah.
All right. We don't know where we're going after this, so stay tuned. There'll be more 2 weeks away from now because we're going to be at Dulcimer U, as is Pat and lots of people from Send in the Music, I sure hope. All right, we'll see you next time. 1, 2. Sneak attack. Okay, now.
Oh, are we playing?
Yeah, what?
What?
Those girls are so much fun. They say thanks for watching. We have, let me see, Jamie Mayhem recorded Life is Like a Mountain Railroad, and she has a very interesting drum pedal that she uses for this that she'll explain to us.
Hello, Send in the Music Friends. I'm sorry I can't be with you today, but I did want to submit a song for the Mountains and Valleys theme this week. This is a wonderful arrangement made by our friends at the Buckeye Road Show. It's a spiritual called Life is Like a Mountain Railroad, and it was a new song to me up until a couple of years ago when I started attending their jams, and I've really grown to like it a lot, and I think you will too. So I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you around the jam next time. Thanks. Okay, we're going to play Life is Like a Mountain Railroad. I'm going to use my percussion pedal down here just a little bit. I'm going to set it to like a swing country brush rhythm, kind of a shuffle to go with the mountain railroad type theme. And I'm going to be adding some extra drum fills here and there, but not always at the same spot. That is the beauty of playing with a pedal that you control instead of a backing track. So you kind of switch it up a little bit. And we'll see if we can't make something fun happen here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Oh my goodness, that was a lot of fun. I don't know if you noticed her pushing her right foot up and down. It made the drums sound different, but somebody said they had trouble with the video. I don't know what to tell you because I see it and a number of other people saw it too. So it might be the up in the top right hand corner of your screen. You should have something that lets you pick what view you're looking at, and if you do the speaker view, you should be able to see it all. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I think better than a metronome, at least more interesting. So, oh, good. I'm glad, Debbie Emerson, that it's okay. She got her video back. Okay, we have one more song, and this is a really cute one. This is from Carolyn, and she always comes up with some really special things. I thought her sound was a little soft, so you may have to adjust this one up.
Hello, Sending the Music. Another Saturday and another video from me. It's just been such a busy summer. I know for everybody it has been. Festivals, vacations. Lori's been all over the place. And I know for the next 2 weeks there's no Sending the Music because of Dulcimer U. And I want to wish everyone that's going a wonderful time. It's such a wonderful festival. And then the 2 weeks after that, I will be on vacation. But I am going to try my hardest to make a video for the Party Songs Week and the Favorite Jam Tune Week. And then I'll be back later in August. But today, I Love the Mountains is a song that I learned in Girl Scouts. And as far as I know, it's not attributed to anyone. I searched and searched and it said origins unknown. So I figured it was fair game for today. And I only knew that first verse. When I searched around for more lyrics this past week, I did find another verse that was written by someone, so I'm including it because it's such a short song. So I'm going to play it instrumentally, and then I'm going to sing the 2 verses. And when I play while I'm singing, just because it's easier, especially a song that you don't really have under your fingers or memorized really well, just to brush back or strum the first notes of each measure. And those are actually chords, so 0, 0, 0, and then arpeggiate over them. And it just fills in the space, but you're not having to worry about playing all those notes, and anything you play within the chord works. So that's a trick for singing and playing with the dulcimer at the same time. So I'll keep it at a reasonable speed, and here we go. I love the mountains, I love the rolling hills, I love the flowers, I love the daffodils, I love the fireside when all the lights are low. Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-ay. I love the daisies, I love the sugar peas, I love the meadows, I love the summer breeze. I love to walk on by my head up in the sky. Boom-de-yada, 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 boom-de-ay.
Oh, I thought that was as cute as can be, and what a great recommendation to use the first note in each of these as a chord and do chord changes and a little strum. Very, very nice, Carolyn. We love it. I'm going to close that. I'm going to stop the share because we tried out all of our different ways of sharing, and Cindy and I decided that we had to go back to, let me see, I'm getting there this way in order for you to see. Let's see, the music, which is right there. And here's Susan Abbott, and she's with us from New Mexico.
That's correct.
That's correct. And she's got a tune for us this week called the Clinch Mountain Backstep. And I just want to thank Susan for jumping in and being a song leader again this week.
My pleasure. This,
Okay.
this is a song that was gifted to me by a banjo player who thought it might sound good on the dulcimer. And it's always it's a special, really special gift to me when someone shares a song with you that they find really special. And anyway, banjos normally play in the key of G. So I had to scramble to find a dulcimer version online, which I did. It's very simple. You might note in the B part, there's a little surprise measure, which adds some interest, major interest to the song. And anyway, you might want to watch for that. And I listened to some YouTubes of this with banjo players, and it's a much more complex song for banjos. This is a very, very simplified version. So anyway, so I guess this can be as simple or as complex as you want to make it. So get going here. Switch my camera. There we go. Okay, see if I can count us in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was great, Susan. What a fun little song.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It's really, really fun to play.
At your jam, what key do they play it in? G?
Well, actually, the we haven't jammed yet with it. The
Okay.
banjo player suggested it to me and was giving me some time to practice.
It's
Actually, I have to play it in G for the jam. So that
right.
if that
Okay.
answered your question,
So
because
that would be just capo 3, right?
I can capo it, yeah,
Yeah.
and it pretty much stays the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. Great song. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Yeah, thank you.
We really appreciate that. Now, I have to check with Cindy, not Cindy Farley, Jean Cunningham. Jean, are you able to do your next song, or is Lori with you, or do we
Trying
need
to
to?
work it out. She just arrived,
Okay, well
and
then,
so we're going to get things set up. And thankfully, it's not a super surprise to you. So if we could come on sometime after the mystery
sure,
news, that would be
absolutely. Okay,
great.
so we'll just skip over your two tunes and whoops, yeah, and we'll go to let's see, Sugar Hill is Cindy Lebecki. Cindy,
Well, Pat, it's 2:29.
is it really? Oh my goodness. Okay, then I'll just stop my share. We'll go to our mystery guest. And let me come back here. You guys, we have a new mystery guest today. Another new mystery guest. And this is also someone who was referred to me by Steve Eulberg. I told you he sent me an email and he said, here's 4 people for you. See if they want to be mystery guests. And they all said yes. But today is a delightful day because we have someone coming to us from the Cincinnati area. She's been a favorite at numerous festivals, including Kentucky Music Week, the Heartland Dulcimer Festival, the Berea Learn Shops, Lagniappe Dulcimer Society in New Orleans, North Georgia Foothills, and a whole bunch of a Buckeye Festival. So anyway, she's been around quite a while. And in addition to standard dulcimer, she also teaches chromatic and banjo dulcimer. She enjoys creating and teaching unique arrangements that explore the contemporary side of the mountain dulcimer and adds a new dimension to traditional tunes. She's published 9 dulcimer tab books. Her most recent one is Speakeasy and Tin Pan Alley Tunes. Today, she has 2 sons, 2 grandsons, a step grandson, 5 grand dogs, and a new golden doodle of her own whose name is Blossom. It is my pleasure to welcome Dana Gruber. Hey, Dana.
Hello, hello. How are you?
Well, we are good, and we are just so happy to have you. What I didn't say was that you have songs to teach us today, too. So
do.
we're not just listening, we're going to be learning with Dana. Okay, take it away, and just let me know when you want me to put the other stuff on.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'll
Okay.
just talk for a little bit. Hello, everybody. I'm really enjoying all the music. This is so fun. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of the Send in the Music before. And what a wonderful treat. But how lucky we all are to have such a program. I've told more people about it. I'm not, I can't imagine why I've not heard of it. But anyway, now that I know, I can certainly tell the world because it is just so special to have the music and have someone explain it rather than just be a jam with everybody saying, I don't know, what do you want to play? And it's just awesome. So, well, I'll just tell you a little bit more about me and how I got to be and play the mountain dulcimer. My husband was actually the one who kind of got me interested. He was always interested in all kinds of music, and especially a lot of folk type music. And he would see this instrument on the line notes of CDs and albums back in the day called a dulcimer, a mountain dulcimer, but he could never figure out what it was. These were kind of in the years before Google and YouTube and all of that. And so one day he saw in the newspaper that there was going to be a dulcimer club playing at a local Appalachian festival. Now, I live in the greater Cincinnati area, and this festival was really kind of a bigger deal. People came from, all around to this festival. And we went to try and find the Dulcimer Club playing, but we couldn't find them. And when we finally got there, the show was over, but there were two people sitting there playing together under a tree, and I thought it was the prettiest thing I'd ever heard. So, being like most Dulcimer people, they invited us to come to their Dulcimer Club meeting, and we went and never looked back. It was just absolutely wonderful. My husband had played the guitar for years. My background is classical piano and blues, jazz, and that type of thing. But we'd never played music together. So someone at the club loaned me a cardboard dulcimer. I think a lot of us started that way. And I remember bringing all the music home. I had never played an instrument that I had to strum with a pick or anything like that. So I'm kind of fumbling around with it, but I could sort of play the melody of Tennessee Waltz. He went and got his dulcimer, his guitar, and magic just happened. We started playing music together and did for the next almost 30 years. It's just been incredible. We made CDs. We've taught all over at different festivals. We've just... it just kind of became our life in a way. So I will be forever thankful for the Hills of Kentucky Dulcimer Club, which is the name of the club, for giving us this gift. Unfortunately, my husband passed away about 1.5 years ago, so I've been kind of struggling as to what I do next with music, because everything I did was with him. But I do have private students. I love to teach, and I've done a couple festivals. So I feel like I'm getting back up on the horse. And I really appreciate being here today. This is kind of continuing to kind of bolster me up a little bit. I think what I'd like to do today is, years ago, my husband and I made a CD called Deja New, and it's a collection of traditional songs that we redid and did in different ways. And sometimes on some of them, and what I'm going to do is I'll play several of them, just play them for you. And then I have a couple that I've got the music on the screen, and Pat will be providing you that music, I guess, on, I can't remember what she calls it. But anyway, where she sends you the music. So you'll be getting the music for some of them. I'll talk about them a little bit as I play through them. But I've sort of found that two things. One is sometimes it's just fun. You can find a lot of interesting ways to play music if you just change things around a little bit, and songs you already know. And then sometimes they're fun at jams when you've played a song a number of times and somebody says, well, let's try it this way. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing today, is just doing some different things. Also, at the end of my little session and in your downloads that you're getting, I've got some contact information if you want to know anything more about my books. I do sell all of my books through Folkcraft, so it's really easy to find me on Folkcraft, but I've got some other contact information, and I'd love to hear from anybody who has any questions, or if you have any questions about the chromatic dulcimer. I do teach it, and I also have tablature for it. So, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first song I'm going to play is actually, excuse me if you can hear the rattle of the paper in the background. The first song is taken from Seneca Square Dance, and I slowed it down, and then I kind of play around with the melody and the chords. I stay within the chord structure, but I do go up and down the fretboard and play at different places on the fretboard. So it's slower and it's kind of a little bit dreamier, I guess, if you want to call it that. So we just call it Seneca.
So you wanted to fix your camera?
I do, thank you. I knew, God love you. So you can see my hands. There we go. Okay, I am capoed on 3. The club that I came from usually plays Seneca Square Dance in G, so I left it in the key of G. So here we go, Seneca. So that was Seneca.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Oh, thank you, thank you. We did make a CD, one of those things, and I have a book. And the book is available through Folkcraft that has all these songs in it. And I also still have CDs, so if anybody wants a CD, I'll just charge you the price to send it to you. But it has all these different versions of songs and a lot of other ones. Okay, so I'm going to take off my capo and just kind of double check my tuning real quick. Make sure I'm not too out of whack. I always tell my students, always use the tuner, but I'm going to skip it for now. Okay, the next one is the Water is Wide. And what we did with this one is we changed the rhythm a little bit from a straight 4/4 into kind of a Latin beat. Still a 4/4, but it's got a little bit of a Latin beat to it. So this is a thing you could do at a jam. You could say, well, let's just try playing it with a little bit of a Latin beat. And not everybody can do that by the seat of their pants, but sometimes it's just kind of fun to give it a try. So this is The Water is Wide. So the Latin beat of that is, you could kind of hear it at the very end when I stopped, and it's dum, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, and 2. So that's kind of the beat that we switched it to. We even had a bongo playing with it, which was kind of cool. The other thing, little suggestion I can put in here is, when you come to the end of a song and you want to kind of make a fancier ending, instead of just coming all the way down and doing, let's see if I can catch the end of the song real quick. I kept it all in the key of D there. I didn't change anything. But right before you get to the very end, if you throw in a B minor, which is a 2 on the bass, 1 on the middle string, and open, before you get to the last D, it sounds really pretty. So this is how I added it. I'm sorry. That's where it, excuse me. So you can stick it right in there, right at the end, and it just makes a kind of a neat ending, especially if you do a tag. You can put that B minor and then play your tag. And it works out really well, and just doing something a little bit different with the song. Okay, I'm going to play one more for you before we look at some of the music. And the last one is Oh Susanna. And again, I'm slowing it down, making it kind of dreamy. And I guess what I'm kind of saying with this is, what it's fun is with a lot of the fast songs, if you slow them way down and play them like a ballad, sometimes you find the prettiest melodies that we sort of miss because we're busy bum-diddying or trying to see how fast we can play a song. And a lot of them have such pretty melodies. So I'm going to do, excuse me, get my papers all mixed up. I'm going to do Oh Susanna. And the other thing that I do with this is I do go up and down the fretboard, and I actually play the chords at different intervals, meaning by going up and down the fretboard in different, what I'm going to call intervals, and playing the same like D chord up and down. If you're familiar with the different chord shapes on a DAD dulcimer, it's really a good thing to learn. If you don't know it, it's really worth learning and looking up. But it's just how to find all the chords on the dulcimer for all the major keys and the minor keys that we have, by going up and down the dulcimer and knowing where they are by the chord shapes. So what I'm going to do with this one is, once again, slow it down, and then you'll hear me go out of the melody a little bit and stay in the same key but go higher in the melody, if that makes sense. If not, let me know. So you can hear some of those unexpected chords going real high. And it's kind of a little surprise, but it sort of stays within the melody. The other thing that I did at the end here was, instead of going to a B minor to change, instead of playing the second to the last chord is just still an open D, or a D with the 2, I went to a G. And it almost sounds like an amen at the end of a hymn. And it just makes I think it's an augmented chord, but who cares? But it's... just adds a little more interest to the song at the end. Okay, now the next one I want is, this one I'm going to share the music with you. So Pat, I'm ready for June McIntosh Apple. And she's going to put it on the screen for you. That one's Sugar Hill, so that's not it. Although that looks like fun.
That's not you. I have to find yours. I have it in a special file.
That's okay.
Set list right here.
And this one's June. There we go. Okay. Now, I made a little bit of a mistake when I printed this one out. It actually goes to 2 pages, but the whole time, the entire time through the song should all appear on 1 page. But the last measure flipped onto the 2nd page. So for now, I'm not going to have Pat flipping back and forth, but I will just we'll just know that at the end you're not going to be able to see that right away. Now, what I do with this one is I syncopated it, and I kind of changed it a little bit, and it sounds a bit like a jig. And if you're not familiar with the term syncopation, I know you've probably played syncopation, but all it is that it's putting the beat of a song on one of the counts that you're not expecting it. So it's like 1, 2, and 3, 4, like that. So with this one, it's syncopated all the way through, and it sort of reminds you of a galloping horse. I did change the B part around a little bit, so it's a little bit different. This is taken from June Apple. If you're not familiar with June Apple, that's okay. You'll just know this version of it. And the first, 2 measures that you can see there's an intro with a little tiny 2 before each chord. And what you do with that is you start out by pressing down on the 2 in the middle string, and you actually strum the chord that way first, and then you slide into the 3 on the middle string. You're going to strum all the way across, but you're only going to have to slide your middle finger or the middle string over. So I'm going to play the song for you, and maybe we'll review that a little bit when we all play together. So I'll play it through, and just remember that I don't think you're going to see the very last measure. So we'll review it though. Okay. So normally I go back to the beginning of the A part. I think it ended there. But you can see on the 3rd line it says end. You can end it anywhere you like. Now, a couple things. In this one on the B part, it has a 1.5 fret. And I know not everybody has 1.5 frets. So when we get to that part, I'll tell you what to do in place of that. But on the second page, when we get to that, there are actually two other options to play. Oh, thank you, Pat. Leave that up for a minute. There is the very end of the song, up in the very first measure. So if you don't have a 1.5, I'll just show you on this one, you just play a 0. And it'll go. If you're playing with other people, it doesn't matter. Just play a 0 on the middle string. And so there's no problem. It's not like you can't play it without that. Also on that page, in the second measure there, it says B part. Alternate to play if you don't have a 1.5 or you want to play it differently. And as you can see there, it's played out on the middle string. You do strum all the way across, but you only fret the middle string, and it sounds like. And then you go to the bass string, back to the middle string, then the very last one, the B harmony part, is really cool if you play it with the B part in the original part of the song, or you can just play that instead of the other one. So there's 3 options for the B part. And that harmony part sounds like this. So that one's the easiest of the 3. But why don't we go back to the beginning? Pat, if you wouldn't mind, flip it back to the first page again. So if you want to play along, let's see, we've just got a couple minutes. So we're going to do this, and then I want to make sure I get to one more, because the next one's really a lot of fun. Okay, so let's all look at the intro again. And I explained it in the beginning, but you put your middle finger, or whichever finger you prefer, on the middle string on 2. You strum, and then you slide right into the 3. And it's all kind of one action, but you want to make sure you hear that first part of the chord. And then to play the song, I start with my ring finger on the 4, and I put my thumb on the 7, and I know in the beginning the No Frills girls talked about the claw, and now you're going to put your middle finger on the 5, and you're just going to get everything kind of planted there, and then you kind of bounce back and forth between the 4 with your ring finger and your thumb. So it's dum, 4, 7, 4, 7, and then it goes down the fretboard. So it's all got that horse gallop, bottom, 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 all the way through. So let's, if you want, we'll play through that A part. We'll do the intro, we'll play the A part, and then we'll stop, and then we'll talk about the B part. Okay, we're going to go a lot slower. So get started with your middle finger on the middle string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your ring finger on the 4, and now we'll start. Ready, play. To the 7. Okay, now on the for the B part, it once again is all done in that little horse gallop. It starts on 2, and it just kind of plays around in that area until we get to the last line, which is the 1.5 fret. So if you, let me jump ahead, if you don't have a 1.5 fret, all you do is just strum open. So you're playing a 0 again instead of the 1.5. So the way it's going to sound is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read my own music. Instead of having that sort of dissonant sound of that middle string with the 1.5. If you play it just as zeros, sorry. So it's really not that hard. So let's play the B part, and then we'll have Pat flip to the next page so we can finish it, and we'll look at those other 2 endings, and then we're going to fit one more in if we can, if that's okay. Okay, so I'm starting on the B part. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. Let's start again. Let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Pat, flip to the second page. If you can. There you go. And now we've got the very last measure. Okay, let's all try and play through that B part that's on the middle string. I just start with my, and we're on the second page now, Pat. We'll just stay there. We won't have you going back and forth. Thank you. Okay, I start with my index finger on the 5 on the middle string, and then I just walk around with my fingers, and then I slide my index finger up to the 7. So then when I get to the second measure of that part, which is the beginning of the second line, I go up to the 8 on the bass string, and it's the same thing. And you're going to skip over the 6.5 up to the 10. Then you come back to the 5. And then the last measure, you're going to go all the way up to the 9 and finish there. Okay, let's play it. I'm on the second page, and I'm on the B part. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to the 8. Back to the 5. Up to the 9. Okay, then the last harmony follows that same kind of melody, but we're just playing a harmony, so we're playing a little bit higher. We're going to start on the 4, and I'll let you just go ahead and sight read this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 4 at the very end is if you want to go back to playing the song or you want to repeat that. When you're finished, if you end there, you just end on that 0 in the very last measure. Okay, well that's June Macintosh Apple. And then the next one I want to do, now hopefully you have capos nearby. I meant to mention that at the very beginning. And I think this is a whole lot of fun. I don't know if you all have done this in your jams already or not, but what we do is just take a lot of fiddle tunes that we know really well. We put our capo on the first fret, and then we play the songs that we know well, but we play them in E minor. And it's real easy to do, but if you really need the tab in front of you to do this, you just add 1 to all of the fret numbers that you're playing that you would normally be in your music. So if it starts on 2 when you're playing it in the key of D, you would just start on 3 when you're playing it in E minor. But you'd be surprised how once you start playing it, your fingers kind of know where to go from playing a lot of these songs. So this one is called Soldier's Lament, and it's actually Soldier's Joy in the key of E minor. So I'm going to play it for you. And after a while, they really sound fun. I think I've given you a couple of these. I think I've given you 3. But they sound real Eastern European or Russian when you play them. So this is Soldier's Lament. So they're really, really fun. I think for the sake of time, I'm actually going to play the other 2 for you just so you can hear them. And then if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. I don't mean to rush through them, but I'm beyond my time now. So the next one is actually kind of for our ladies who played first. This one is Wildwood Flower, but I called it Sourwood Blossom because it's in minor. And I think it's so cool the way these songs sound totally different. But this one is Wildwood Flower in E minor. I think that sounds so cool. I like that one a lot. Okay, and then I'm just going to do one more for you. And this one is Moscow Stockade Blues, and it's actually Columbus Stockade Blues, but it's in E minor. And my Dulcimer Club performed this one year at the Ohio Valley Gathering, and we had half the group with their capos on and the other half with their capos off, and we kind of fooled the audience because they weren't aware of what we were doing, and we had the group who did not have capos play it in the key of D, and then we played a chord that kind of transitioned, and then the folks who had the capos on played it in E minor. The folks who were playing without their capos were then played E minor chords. And when we played it in D, the folks who had their capos on were still able to play the D chords, the D, G, and A chords. It really was fun. Okay, so this is Moscow Stockade Blues. This one is changed around just a little bit. And in the very first line, you can see it starts out 3-2-0. And then there's another 3-2-0 on the bass, and that's just like an echo. If you hear that, that's just a little added thing for this song. Okay, so Moscow Stockade Blues. that's it. It's just some fun things to do in a jam, or just a way to make music that you play a little different. Just get a little bit of variety. So I thank you for your time and for listening to me play. This is really nice. It was really nice. Thank you.
Dana, I have up there now where to find you, that whole sheet that you gave me.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just mention some of these songs I do have on a YouTube channel. It's if you just Google Dana and Hank Gruber downloads from YouTube, or put YouTube, there's about 10 songs on here. You'll hear some of those with the guitar, which of course is nice. I also have a Facebook page, and please feel free to email me with any questions. I do give private lessons, not only at home but on Zoom, and I do teach at festivals. So just kind of watch and see if I'm going to be at a festival near you. Below there are the names of my books, and as I said, they're available through Folkcraft. Folkcraft also has something called Dulcimer Downloads, where you can just download the PDF of the book. You don't have to pay shipping, and the books are less because you're not, paying for the paper and everything. But there's some that are instructional, like for finger pick and playing pretty for embellishments. But probably my bestseller is the wedding book, because it's set up for everything you need to know to play a wedding, including some relatively easy songs that just sound really pretty on the dulcimer, that you don't have to feel like you have to be a seasoned player, that if somebody asks you to play, you could play. So you can check those out. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Dana, so much. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
And I actually don't even have to I don't have to stop my share, because we can just put our next person in. Let me ask Jean Cunningham, are you ready now, Jean?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. With a special guest.
Okay, hold on one second, because they're going to put you in the spotlight, and I'm going to get your music. I have to do it this way. Hold on.
While you're finding, Dana, that was a lovely set. We really appreciate you being with us, and your instruction, your musicality, everything. Very wonderful. We appreciate that today. Thank you.
Oh, the Cumberland Mountains. So this was arranged by Tull Glazner, and I contacted him to make sure he was okay with me using it. I had found it free on a club website, and I just wanted to make sure it was okay with Tull. So I got in touch with him, and he was, he's such a nice man. What can I say? He said he was very happy to have us use it. So Cumberland Mountain Deer Chase has, I sent Pat the melody and the words. I almost always hear this on a banjo at about 3 times as fast as I'm going to play it, and I'm not going to sing it because I don't want to hurt your ears. So here we go. And my friend Lori is here, and if she cannot control herself, she might contribute some harmony, but here we go. was really fun. Um, it's a funny thing. Frequently, when I play a tune, whoever I heard play it first comes to my mind. So it was a banjo player.
Okay, so she'll be coming around the mountain, and you've sent us melody and harmony
Yes, and
and lyrics.
and I again, I'm not going to sing it, but I have an accompanist who's going to play harmony, but she will play her own.
I'm going to play my own harmony. And so we'll be an orchestra.
We will.
What you're reading for harmony, what Jean's playing, and then what I'm inventing on the spot.
Yes, it's
You have half
just
of
so
the heads.
exciting.
There we go. All right.
Okay, all right. So,
But first, Jean.
okay, let's see how much I can mess up here. Okay. And there you have it.
I don't think we have anything else. Screen frozen, Jean.
Thank you so much.
And now she's going to dance. She's going to pantomime the song. Jean, over to you now. Come around the mountain there.
That was great, and thank you, Jean, for jumping in and doing 2 songs when I needed you.
Yay.
These were really fun songs to learn. My problem is that I play better off paper,
Absolutely.
but I didn't have them memorized. And then when I go back to look at the paper, I get lost.
Yeah.
So anyway, do you like that one for a good excuse? Is that a good excuse?
It's a great excuse. I'm a paper trained person. I understand completely. Yeah. But thank you.
And it was so nice to have Lori here.
Yes.
That was great.
Aww.
And it was
I
nice
love
to
the
have Lori. It was
harmonies.
nice to have Lori's computer too, because we could hear the music.
She did kind of contact me at 2:00. Laura, are you on your way?
Yeah, we need to work on that Windows 11. Somehow it got messed up.
Or she dropped her computer, and it's kind of held together with Scotch tape right now. I'm not
Yeah.
quite sure which is the issue.
I actually took it to a repair place, and they said, "This, you're missing this screw." And I said, "Yeah, here it is." And then they said, "Well, it's the inside is broken too. That screw's not going to work." So
Oh, okay. So there was more to the story.
There's a lot. It's never simple.
No.
Thanks
Well,
for your patience, Pat.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I am going to, let's see, Cindy Lubecki has two tunes for us. Cindy, thank you for being so gracious about being willing to wait and or
Problem.
jump in or do what we needed.
Sure, you're welcome.
Okay.
Sugar Hill is a fun jam song, so play along with me. Seems like today's the day we learn about varieties, so I'm going to try some variety on the B part, not on the A part, but on the B part. Play it S tab the first time, but then maybe do one of those two-finger slant chords that I learned from Laurie Alsobrook. So where it says 2 on the melody, press the 3 on the middle string and continue that pattern up the neck. You can tell I'm a former guitar player. Up the fretboard, and that's a two-fingered slant chord. So let's give it a shot.
certainly went the long way around the block on that one. You made a lot out of a little bit.
It is a little song, but it's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay, and then you've got another one for us.
Okay, she begged, she more, she begged, she more. In case you wonder how it fits into the theme, in Gaelic that means small hill, little hill, or small hill, big hill, or small fairy mound, big fairy mound, kind of like that. So, let's give it a try. Do you have my music up? Yes. I'll put the camera down.
How lovely. Very, very nice, Cindy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Cindy's another one of my people who just jumped right in and said, I'll do a second song. So we appreciate you. This is Francie and Jane. Woohoo! We've got a band jammer. Hey. Okay, so, and this is Sourwood Mountain.
Sourwood Mountain. Hey, hey.
It's a good band jammer song.
It's fun. It's fun to play. I'm going to give an intro and we'll play it 3 times. And I won't play it too fast. Little intro.
It's a Yahoo at the end of that. Yeah.
Exactly.
That was so much fun. It's always
It
fun
is
to
so
hear
much
you.
fun to play.
Yeah, fun to hear you together.
That's fun.
We're going back to Lori, and she's got a Ukrainian folk tune for us called In the Mountains, the Peacocks Parade. We used to have peacocks in our neighborhood, Lori, and it sounds like they're screaming, "Ah, ah."
Maybe this song might sound like a peacock screaming. I don't know.
Or
You know,
we might all be screaming.
yeah, Jean's going to scream and run out of the room. In 2022, I found out about Peace in the Family, which we've played here many, many times, and that drew me to investigating, studying, learning more Ukrainian folk songs. And so I went to Smithsonian Folkways and found many, many tunes. And I listened to people singing and playing on YouTube. And this is one of the songs that I gleaned from Smithsonian Folkways. Of course, putting it into the key of D. And I'm going to play it one time, and you let me know what you think it sounds like of sorts. I'm going to play just the top line. Notice that there are 3 separate lines. Each line is a variation with chords different, a little bit different, but the first one is just the melody. Also, another thing is that there's 6 beats per measure. What? So I went ahead and circled everything that was a half note, so you give it a second beat. Here it goes. Do you think every civilization has an old Joe Clark version? And Pat, if we lose power, there's a raging storm outside. So
Thank goodness.
thank goodness we need it. Okay, I'm going to play that top line. I'm going to play all the other lines after it. How do you count into 6? I'll go 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Is that hail? And now the next line. Oops. And now the next harmony. So when I did this, it's only 5 measures long. It's very simple, but I tried to vary it up using the various ways that I play old Joe Clark added to the first couple measures. So let's go through each line again and have fun listening to the peacock squawk.
It's really hard to count this.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, 6 doesn't flow, and I had trouble counting it in, you're right. But thinking about this, Ukrainian, you look at their culture, it's so colorful. You can understand why they would love just the sight of a peacock because of its array of the feathers. Okay, here we go. 4, 5, 6. Someone tell me how to count. Another one. Go. Another run through. Aren't you glad I circled those? Second line.
give it an ending.
Lori, we could hear the thunder coming
Ooh,
through.
yeah,
I mean,
I'm amazed it stayed on, and I actually heard some pellets hit, so I think there's some hail going on
Well,
out there too.
that was one bad storm. I mean,
Well, we're lucky to have it though. The bad storm is not good, but the rain,
Yeah.
yes, we're happy about
yeah.
that.
We've got
Well,
severe drought here.
thank you for doing that for us in the
Did
midst
the
of the
peacocks
storm.
in your neighborhood ever sing this song?
No, they never sang this song, but they were fierce. They were just. Anyway, we're moving right along. We're going to California. Dennis is up next, I think. There he is. Hey, Dennis, we didn't get to do a sound check for you.
Boy, I hope this goes off all right.
I do too. Well, I'm counting on it. Just want to say it's 20 to 4, and you've got 3 songs, and the Wests have 3 songs. So
Yes, it's about 3 minutes per song.
yeah. There you go.
So I'll leave out some words. The first one's called Chimina Morbina. Everybody practice now. Chimina Morbina. It translates directly into I see the great mountains. And it's just fun. It's an all-time favorite of mine in B minor. One more time through. And then comes Hares. Wait a minute.
Dennis, you weren't going to sing. I was waiting for you to start singing on that one. that actually is a beautiful tune. Really lovely.
All by itself, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
You've
Hares
got
on the mountains. I guess I better sing some Hares on the Mountain then.
Hares on the Mountains. Okay.
Okay. Now when you do this, I like to fill in, well, because it's in waltz times, sometimes you just have to fill the extra beats in. One way to do it is by doing this. Young women, they run like hares on the mountains. Young women, they run like hares on the mountains. If I were but a young man, I'd run. Young women, they sing like birds in the bushes. Young women, they sing like birds in the bushes. If I was but a young man, I'd shake those bushes to ripe in the little day, very ripe in the little day. One more for the melody. Here's on the Mountain, a nice old English thing from Somerset.
So I see that you tabbed that in 2022 for us, and I don't remember it at all, but it's got a nice little background sound to it.
Kinda.
Yeah.
All right, now
This
one
one
we probably all are familiar with, Down in the Valley.
I don't know why I have Carolyn's music there. You did a Down in the Valley, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah, got my copy.
Well, I'm going to find your copy here. Yeah, here it is, right here.
I like this one for the fact that your fingers don't have to go very far to make it work.
Okay. Here's your Down in the Valley.
I'm adding this. Down in the valley so low, hang your head over, hear the wind blow. Hear the wind blow, love, hear the wind blow. Hang your head over, hear the wind blow. If you don't love me, love who you please, but throw your arms round me and give my heart ease. Give my heart ease, love, give my heart ease. Throw your arms round me, give my heart ease. Down in the valley, walking between, telling our story, here's what it sings. Here's what it sings, dear, here's what it sings. Telling our story, here's what it sings. Roses love sunshine, violets love dew. Angels in heaven, oh, I love you. No, I love you, love, know I love you. Angels in heaven, know I love you. And build me a castle 40 feet high, so I can see her as she goes by. As she goes by, dear, as she goes by, so I can see her as she goes by. Bird in a cage, love, bird in a cage, dying for freedom, ever a slave, ever a slave, love, ever a slave, dying for freedom, ever a slave. Write me a letter, send it by mail, pack it in care of the Birmingham jail. Birmingham jail, love, Birmingham jail, pack it in care of Birmingham jail.
Thank you, Dennis, so much. That was lovely. Such a pretty song when you hear all the words. Oh, what did I do here? I know what I did. I have to go back to this. Okay, I'm back on track. Black Mountain Rag, Ginny and Ken are here somewhere. Yay, there you are. You made it.
Yep.
Okay. We've got 9 minutes. You can go right to the end. Okay?
We'll get going then.
Okay.
So just a good old time jam tune here. We'll play it through a few times and I'll just count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That is definitely a jam favorite.
Yep.
And you know what I like about Zuckerman? He gave us DAD and, whoops, I have to go to the next page. Hold on.
DAA.
DAA, yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
did it.
yeah. Okay, Mountain Dreams. This is a lovely tune.
I'm gonna slow it down a lot here to a very nice, relaxed piece, and I'll play it through a couple times. Let me just 1, 2, 1.
That was just beautiful. What a beautiful tune. I don't think we've heard that one before. That was a,
Once before, I think, but it's been a
yeah,
while.
oh, beautiful. Really beautiful. Thank you. And you've got one more, Red River Valley.
River Valley. This one's kind of short, and I gave it to you in D, and we'll play it through twice in D, and then I'm going to let Ken show off on the outer harp and play it in G for us, just to finish out for variety. I'll just count you in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
Ken. That was great. That was really great. Listen, you guys, we are right at the it's 4 o'clock. I'm going to stop my share and come back here because I want to be able to say, oh, I don't want to see that. There we go. I want to be able to say goodbye to all of you. Listen, no jam next week, no jam the week after. We're back on August the 1st, okay? And we're, the theme is Let's Party, so any kind of party tune that you can think of. I want to thank everybody. Dana, thank you so much for being our mystery guest today. All of my song leaders, especially the people that jumped in to do extra music, my goodness. I had 3 songs on the list on Tuesday night. I was like panicking, but you know what? I tell you what, you never disappoint me. You guys are just wonderful. If you are traveling, please be safe. And if you're going to Dulcimer U, I'll see you there. Otherwise, I'll see you on August the 1st. Okay? Take good care, you guys. Please. I'm going to stop the recording right now.